I had mentioned I was going to be coating my P51 with Varathane Ultimate Polyurethane gloss. That's basically what I'm looking at doing here. Although I will say I did get some matte as well to go over the nose portion here. So I will be taping that off and doing that. But yeah, for now we're going to be doing the water-based, obviously, polyurethane by Varathane. Okay, so we'll get started here in the process. I'm going to open up the can here and get started on just the wings below in here. So this has already been cleaned off, by the way. If you've had your aircraft sitting around for a while and it's dusty, then yeah, you'll want to dust it off with like a dust-free cloth, or you'll want to use like maybe an alcohol prep rag and try to wipe it off. Just make sure, obviously, I would make sure it's not going to pull your paint off your plane before you do that, because obviously alcohol, in some instances, depending on the intensity of it, it may actually ruin your plane. So yeah, I would just test a section of that. But so yeah, we're just going to go ahead and start. I'm putting a little bit on the edges here just to stiffen the foam underneath this where the canopy is going to sit, and it'll allow it to stiffen up a little bit, help keep it more durable. Same on the inside edge here where that keeps bumping up against that. We'll want that to be a little more stiff. That way it'll protect the canopy when you're pulling it on and off. So we'll do a layer each time on that. Okay, so I've got 2 coats of gloss on my plane here. Get some of this junk out of the way. 2 coats of gloss on my plane, and it's looking pretty nice. I'm going to do the matte finish now on the canopy area here on the nose, and then I'm going to do gloss on the other areas. So I taped that all off to make sure I didn't drip anything possibly in there. I also put gloss on the plastic areas here and on the nose cone, which made it shine up a lot better. So I liked that as well. But just wanted to pass that along. The other thing is, make sure you keep stirring the stuff in between, and if it does start to thicken up, you can add a couple drops of water and stir that in, because obviously this is a tedious process to get this done. But you can see the shine already on this. I like the gloss look again. I know some people may not, and I got me a little box or a little thing of stirrer sticks there, as you can see, to stir these with, but you can use whatever you want. So all right. Okay, so here is my P51 after applying the Varathane. I put both the matte finish on top of the front there, and then I have the gloss on everywhere else. One thing I will say is, obviously, if you have any dents in your aircraft beforehand, obviously you're going to see those still, but that was from where originally when I had squeezed too hard to try and open the canopy. So that's going to show up still, but obviously I would recommend trying to do this before you get any dents in your foam or anything like that, because it'll obviously protect it from getting dents easier later on. It makes it, the foam a little thicker with that coating on it. So, but yeah, I mean, I think it looks pretty good with the gloss on there, the shine. For me anyway, you may not like that. You might want a satin finish or maybe even a matte finish for the whole aircraft. So I wanted to show what what this looks like in the sunlight. I know EPO doesn't do good in sunlight, but that's the whole point of doing the covering on this. But you can see just how shiny the tail is, etc. The wings. I just think it looks pretty cool. And again, these are both water-based. Did not want to use anything that would possibly damage the wing. So, all right, if you like this, yeah, you can like and subscribe. Let me know. Send any comments if you have any other questions. Obviously, it's what I'm doing this for, is to help people out with their hobby as well. Thanks.